All right, ready to go here. Here's the Brewers DH, Joe Brandon.
Number 27.
That one finds the zone, and this one is off and running. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Now fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now it's going to be Joe Brandon bunting, but that's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Trying to move him over here. Gets it to first. He's out. And that's an out on the sacrifice. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Juan Munoz. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. Outside low, and it's 1-0. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. Not in time. No, great effort, but it's an infield hit.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
It's Aaron Hicks now. A switch hitter batting right. First pitch misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brandon steps on first for the out.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
On the ground and foul ball. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Our starting pitcher in this one, Carlos Castro. What do we have on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Joe Brandon. Ball 1, no strikes. And a strike in there.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Line drive. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Puts a bunt down. Handles, throws the first out on the sac bunt. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singing, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Man at second. And he grounds one to the right side. Now 2 away.
He's out.
Now in for the Braves, Joe Brandon.
Designated hitter, number 34.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swings through that.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Truist Park. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Joe Brandon. Ortiz back to work. Just missed. Ortiz measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2025. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-0. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit, so he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Take your base.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Next for Milwaukee, Joe Brandon.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Bunts it in the air. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Joe Brandon up now for the Brewers. Gets the bunt down the right side. Over to second for 1. And that's all they'll get. And now the right fielder, Joe Brandon. And that's outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Brandon off of first with 2 away.
Three high.
Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Joe Brandon.
Number 1.
That's towards center. Brandon settles underneath it. 1 down. Joe Brandon next up for the Braves.
Baseman, number 33.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Joe Brandon in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So digging in, Joe Random.
Left fielder, number 30.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. On the ground to third. And the inning is over. Out. One left for Atlanta. We'll move to the third. Back here in Atlanta. And now the DH, Joe Random.
Number 27.
And there's a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Yeah, the batter now, Joe Random. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Munoz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Strike.
Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it falls. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting left
now
fielder,
here's Aaron Hicks. That one way inside.
1-0.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering way upstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 outs. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Random in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Top of the 3rd, no score. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
This is a tough play for the offense to stomach. I mean, they did everything right, but the automatic double just ruined the hit and run. The runner had a great jump from first, and at the plate, really good contact. Just a little bit of bad luck robbed him of a run.
Random in the box now. Takes strike 1. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And it drops in. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-zip.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it. And that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
So 2 down. Joe Brandom digs in now. That clips the zone. 0-1. Brandom, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2.
In the dirt, blocked. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position. Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Fielder, number 14.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next for Atlanta, Joe Brandom. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Joe Brandom. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. It's 0-1. And a sac bunt here. Slings to second, and they'll just get the 1. Now in for the Braves, Joe Brandom. He's 0 for 1. Outside low. 1-0. Brandom came up with 4 hits in his last game. Next offering is fouled back. And that drops in for a strike. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. Start of the 4th, and now the shortstop, Joe Brandom.
26.
That one catches the corner for a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tracks it down for the out. 1 away. Joe Brandom up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. A little bit low. And that is ball one. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now a chance for Joe Brandom, trying to move him over here. Slings to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice. And next is the designated hitter, Joe Brandom, 1 for 2. Inside, just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off left side. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Random on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Joe Brandom. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's out to center field. Brandom gets under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. And next for Atlanta,
Now
Joe
batting,
Brandom.
number
0 for
33.
1. He struck out swinging last time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Hit on the ground to short. Brandom throws across the diamond, 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense
Number
work behind him with
15.
another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the shortstop, Joe Brandom. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for
pitcher's duel
Milwaukee,
so far. Here's
second
how the
baseman,
starters have
number
performed up to this
25.
point. Ortiz back to work. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Random in his 2nd season, just 19 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Out towards right center field. And that will fall. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting,
Now the
number
catcher
29.
up to hit. Juan Munoz. He's 2 for 2. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. To the left side, but it is well foul. swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Aaron Hicks.
Left fielder, Aaron Hicks.
This has always been the better side for Aaron Hicks. And a foul ball. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner at second here, one gone. That misses the zone. Now 3-1.
3-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Full count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Random under it. Snags it for the 2nd out. Joe Random up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Random wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Cut on and lifted in the air under it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And here is
left
Joe
fielder,
Random.
Number 30.
That one finds the corner. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that's in the dirt. On the ground, right side, Random. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Random in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
Full count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Number 28.
So the batting order turns over. Joe Random next up for the Braves. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The Brewers leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one missed. Inside, just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That's to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Joe Brandom. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Braves strand 1. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Joe Brandom.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the third baseman, Joe Brandom.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
That one the other way. And he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 26.
Joe Brandom up now for the Brewers. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Joe Brandom getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Brandom warming up as well. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Poor guy. You know he's trying to help out his pitcher, but he's clearly out of position and commits an error right there. I'm sure he's looking over to his skipper and saying, "Give me some help, man. Get me out of here."
So a man at first. Here's the center fielder, Joe Brandom. Drops a bunt down the first base side, and that's foul. Strike 2. Brandom over at first with 1 away. And a base hit right there. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now, Joe Brandom swinging a foul out of play. First and third, 1 down. That to right, Brandom makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they're up by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Next is the designated hitter, Joe Random. 1 for 3. That's in there.
Most hitters are looking for a first pitch fastball. You're not really timed up for a changeup. So if it's well located by the pitcher, he can get strike one.
Ball.
Just off the inside edge. Right through there for a strike. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next
Ball.
offering misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one in the air, right field. Random pulls it down, and that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and here's the first baseman, Joe Random.
Number 36.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Random under it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through
Now
1 more
batting,
inning, anything
number
after that,
34.
a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Random in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
Out to short. Random. Slinging it to first in time.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Number 1.
And here's the catcher, Joe Random. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, on the
That's a
mound,
strike.
very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it
No
seems like,
ball.
within the
1
3rd or
strike.
4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Foul ball. And
Ball
there's a
1.
ball.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back. We're in the
Braves.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
22.
Joe Random. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Joe
Brewers,
Random.
Second baseman, number 25.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Now batting, number 29.
So a man aboard. Next for the Brewers, Juan Munoz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one fouled off. And that misses off the outside edge. Random aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball, no. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. And it remains 2-2. Oh, right to the backstop. No advance, though. Ground ball could be 2. There's one.
He's out.
But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Well, when you've got a guy playing out of position, you'll see plays like this. That should have been a double play, but the feed to second took way too long. It's hard to blame the guy since he didn't ask to be penciled in at that spot.
Aaron Hicks at the plate. Double play ball to second. There's one. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Braves, third baseman, number 33.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Homer, Ratto getting loose out there. Random also throwing. And a strike on the outside edge. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Joe Random.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch just misses. The Braves trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And now the center fielder, Joe Random, has grounded out a couple of times. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Random slings it across, and that is that. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Braves.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
7.
Joe Random.
Ball 4. Take your base. Out. 3.
So back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Joe Random. Castro back to work. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
1-2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now pitching for
Here
Milwaukee.
comes a new arm for the Brewers,
Number
Homer
23.
Ratto. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball.
Random. Quick feed to second for 1.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And he pops up the bunt. Random puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Joe Random.
For the Braves.
Up now.
Ball 4. Take your base. You're out.
And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Joe Random. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That clips a corner.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't
No
think
ball.
anyone's
2 strikes.
got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Two.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now pitching for
So they
Milwaukee.
turn to their closer, Rico
Number 35.
Vasquez. A chance at his first save of the year. He's 2 outs away. Random now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. There's a strike. That one missing inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Joe. First and second, no outs. Rodriguez, the next to hit, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. That's his 3rd home run of the series. The Guardians strike first. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Joe.
That's ball 4. Ball 4, take the base.
Now, Brett McCarthy. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
25.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Good job to fight that one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
So 1 out, nobody. Ronald Rodriguez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep into counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hauls it in, 2 away. And next. 3. Man at first. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brett MacArthur. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Inside.
No, that's it.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And
Now pitching.
we're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Joe Brandom. This is his 3rd time out this year. Rodriguez lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That one not close, and it's 3-0. Fastball for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And a sac bunt here. He steps on the bag, 1 away here in the 5th.
Oh, this is a good job. He puts the sac bunt down to the right side. Good execution, and he moves that runner up to second. That guy did his job right there.
Throw to second, safe.
He's in there.
And first offering is fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Takes it in for the out. Joe Brandom will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Guardians lead 1. They lead it 6-2. Back here in Denver. Hillman back to work. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Next to hit, Joe Brandom. Yeah, that's fouled off.
All these Rockies looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Random up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So in now for Colorado, Joe Brandom. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Rockies strand 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Joe
7.
Brand.
That's ball 4.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Random leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at first, 1 away. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see it inside the park. But, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Joe.
Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next for Colorado, Brett MacArthur, 1 for 3. There's a strike. Random in his 2nd season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Line to left. Random hauls it in for the out. 2 down. So now Ronald Rodriguez digs in for the Guardians. First pitch, not close. Just missed.
2-0.
And another ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. Last one wasn't even close.
And now the first baseman, Joe Brandom. And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Gonna count 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
On the ground to third. Off-balance feed, there's one. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Guardians 8 and the Rockies 2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just
First base.
Hillman with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill, the big righty, Kai Chick. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
That one out to right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Punched that ball down the opposite field line, just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple.
Joe Brandon in the box now. Takes strike 1.
1-1.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And that one fouled off. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 2-2.
3 balls.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Down the line, and it's foul. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The run comes across, and the Nats score first. It's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Joe Brandon. And there's a strike.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. 1 at second. Throw is wide, and it gets past him at first. Over to first, safe. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Joe Brandon digging in for the Nationals. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Really good run. Perhaps a little bit too much on that 2-seamer. Couldn't hold the corner.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Random with a homer in his last game. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Almonte hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman, number 27.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Joe Brandon at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Right side, Tomlinson. Throws to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starter, Tomas Castilla.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And up next for Los Angeles, Francesco Santos. And a foul ball. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Tying run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
One out and a runner at second.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Eric Fraser. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in L.A. And now Joe Random. Chick back to work. There's a strike.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now up for Washington, Joe Random. There's the strike. Random in his rookie season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's usually a first baseman, but today starting in left field.
Well, I don't think it gets any farther than that, going from first base all the way out to left field. Tell you what, he went from the hot corner at first to kind of a hot corner in the outfield. Got to be ready to make some quick plays off the bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 2 out, space is empty. That hits the dirt, and the count 1-2. And there's the ball. Ground ball right side. Tomlinson tosses to first. Nets go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the second. And here's the rookie catcher, Willie Talley. Looking for his first big league hit right here. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hard hit, right side. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 6, designated hitter, number 11.
Next is the Dodger DH, Martin Delgado. Fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
That one at triple digits. Up with it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Second baseman.
And next for LA, Reggie Tomlinson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That catches the corner.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the right fielder, Joe Random. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Joe Random. Tripled and scored to lead off the game. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
On the ground. And foul ball. A little bit high, maybe. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, center field. Santos moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Julio Pena.
Number 16.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Over to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, right fielder, number 26.
And up next for Los Angeles, Brian Almonte.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Inside corner for a strike. 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That one way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Digging in, Warren Joyce. Popped up. Random. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Number 29.
Francesco Santos getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the righty deals. Swing and a pop-up. Random. Squeezes it. That is the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 28.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. On the ground to third. Wendell fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, number 29.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Joe Brandom flied to right his first time.
Here's here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fights it off. He'll see another. Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
2 outs, base is empty. Joe Brandom now at the plate. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Almonte makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nationals go quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Joey Wendell.
Baseman, Joey Wendell.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, number 47.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Eric Fraser. Struck out looking his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The Dodgers down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And that skips in the dirt. And that's in the dirt. And right back to the mound. The throw to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, number 15.
Willie Talley steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya.
1-1.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Off the mark there. The count now 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Just off the inside corner, and now 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Random makes the grab, and that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Chick back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside.
Count's full.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, number 13.
And here is Joe Brandom. Caught looking his first time up. Puts a bunt down. There's one. Back to first, not in time.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Here's the center fielder, Joe Brandom. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Bunts it towards the mound. Fires over to first. Out on the sac bunt.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Now here is Joe Brandom. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Almonte makes the grab, and that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Martin Delgado. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
To the right side, and that chance handled. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, number 28.
Next to hit, Reggie Tomlinson. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. That's in for a strike. Tomlinson, in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he's a native of Jamaica. The other way. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Julio Pena, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Random sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the second baseman, Joe Random. And that's outside.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit in the air out to center field. Santos in and to his right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, number 26.
And here's the DH for Washington, Joe Random. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty. Popped up left side. Talley makes the grab for the 2nd out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Up now for Washington, Joe Random. 0 for 2 in this one. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. This one in the air center field. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Brian Almonte.
Number 26.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Slap the other way, foul. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. But there's no play. That's an infield single. 1 gone, runner at first. Francesco Santos will hit next. Hit in the air, center field. Random sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Joey
Wendell steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that misses. And that is ball one. Move to first. Joyce back in on a dive. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Oh. 3-1.
Swinging a foul straight back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Nationals 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Joe Brandom. Hit in the air, left field, Pena. And out number 1 on the grab. And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandom. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 1 and 2.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And that skips in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one the other way. The flip to the pitcher covering. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
Now batting, number 1.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joe Brandom. He is struck out and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Foul ball there. Grounder off the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Joe Random appears to be getting loose. Random getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No outs, runner at first. Willie Talley getting ready to hit.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here, trying to get him into scoring position. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that's in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Outside low, 1-1.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
And a count 1-2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Hammered on the line, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Throw, and it gets away. Now second and third, and nobody out. Martin Delgado with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Tomas Castilla departs.
Well, Boog, as he leaves, he's got a shot at his first MLB win. He's going to need the rest of that staff to step up and preserve this narrow lead, though.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Nationals.
mound for the Nationals, Joe Random.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Martin Delgado digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. That one ripped, but foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Just misses there.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Random down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, number 28.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tomlinson now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. Way high.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Splits the plate, and the count's even at 2. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back, all you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball, and you got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. A strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Julio Pena steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. That one outside, and now 2-0. And he takes a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Almonte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hernandez. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Number 13.
Well, 1-run game. Joe Brandom digging in for the Nationals. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Carlos Nieto, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Clips the corner, and that is strike 2. And that's in the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Random, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Swings through that one.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Headed down the line, Almonte. Long run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And they'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Now this is in the air down the line. Almonte sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, number 18.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Joe Brandom. And that one is in for a strike. The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one popped up. Wendell has it sized up. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And the Nationals gone in order, but they still lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Washington.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
4.
into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Brandom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And
Right
now
fielder,
here is
number 26.
Brian Almonte, 1 for 2. Ball 1 there. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
And that one's a little bit low. 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. And that's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th
Now
inning.
batting,
Down
number
1.
5.
Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Joyce in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The shortstop takes the ball.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Hard hit, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. A perfect example right there.
Now
That plate
batting,
discipline,
number
it
29.
pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
1 down, runner at first. And next for LA, Francesco Santos. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
So the tying run at second. In the air, left field. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman Joey Wendell.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Joe Brandon won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for Washington.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Elvis Ritchie, on for his major league debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The tying run is 90 feet away. Ground ball to Miller. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. A big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Two outs. Runner on first. And the batter now, Eric Fraser. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Throw quickly to the infield, and the go-ahead run has to hold up at third with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Willie Talley steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch just misses. Slides, but it gets by him. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Picks himself up at RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Elvis Ritchie is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Joe
Nationals.
Random comes on now.
Number 19.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Delgado, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is down low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two outs. Fouled off. He was late. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Frazier, the runner at third. Tally at first. 2 out of the inning. On a line, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 2. Throw-in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So 2 on with 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Reggie Tomlinson. And a foul ball. And delivers outside. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Joe Random getting ready to go. 2 on, 2 outs. Line to left, and that's just foul. Next pitch is outside. Lined into right. And that's down. A base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now it's going to be Julio Pena. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. On the ground to short. No throw here, and the bases are now loaded with 2 away.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Brian Almonte getting ready to hit. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. So they're all loaded up. And foul ball. Lined, and that's a base hit. One run across. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-1.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Joe Brandom gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Joe
Nationals.
Brandom gets the ball now.
Number 22.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
First and second, 2 outs. Joyce will hit next. Ball one, no strikes. First and second, 2 down. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 6 and the Nats 1.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back. It's the
Dodgers.
top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the
7.
mound. Diego Segura. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better
Second
believe
baseman,
that.
number
It's always
25.
so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Pena makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Stepping in, Joe Brandom. And first offering is fouled off. And it skips in the dirt. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Carlos Nieto, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Brandom, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Fastball for a strike. 1 and 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and and a miss for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Random in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Right through there for a strike. 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.